All right, guys. So this is a little activity for you to practice the verb conjugation of our Dr.P verbs in the passé composé. So what I suggest is that if you have a whiteboard at home and a marker, grab that. If not, grab a piece of paper. And I'm going to give you some verbs and some subjects, and I want you to conjugate those verbs in the passé composé with the given subject, learning the new, using rather the new construction for Dr. P verbs. So once you see the verb and the subject pronoun or the subject, go ahead and pause the video and then unpause the video and check to see if you got the answer correct. If you did, great job. If not, listen to the explanation and see if you understand your mistake. All right, so pretty simple. So let's go. I want you to conjugate elle, singular, with passé in the passé composé. The answer is elle est passée. All right, so again, our construction for Dr. P verbs conjugated in the past tense, we have our subject, we have the present of être conjugated with the subject. We formed our past participle by dropping the ER and replace it with E accent aigu. And the extra step that we now have to do, and this is only for verbs that are conjugated with être, so only for our Dr. P verbs for now. My subject is feminine singular, therefore I have to go and add an E to my past participle. Okay, and passer is to pass by, so here she is, passing by. All right, I want you to conjugate nous with arriver. So go ahead and pause the video. And the answer is nous sommes arrivés. Subject, present of être, conjugated with that subject. Form my past participle by dropping the ER, replacing it with E accent aigu. Nous. Okay, so now we have to make sure that our past participle agrees in gender and number with the subject. We don't know who nous is. What we do know is that it is plural, so we have to add at least an S. If you want to go ahead and just pretend that everybody in the we is feminine, plural, then you could also put ES at the end here. But the main thing is that you make it at least plural, okay? All right, conjugate je with descendre. Pause the video. The answer is je suis descendu. All right, subject, present of être, conjugated with the subject. It's an RE verb, so we form the past participle by dropping the RE, replacing it with you. And if you are a boy, you are done. Sorry, ladies, we have to go an extra step. So we have to add that extra E. So if you're talking in the first person, with je, and you're a girl, then you are expected to put that extra E there to make sure that your past participle agrees in gender and number with your subject. Okay, so to this down, go down. All right, il with tomber. And the answer is il est tombé. All right, so subject, present of être. Form the past participle by dropping the ER, replacing it with E accent aigu. Our subject is masculine singular, so we don't have to worry about anything here. We don't need to add anything else. It's already in the masculine singular form. Tu with devenir. Okay, so this is tricky. That's one of our rebels. The answer is tu es devenu. All right, so we have our subject. We have our present of être conjugated with that subject. In this case, we did not know who tu was. Okay, so it could be, unless it's specified, you can either decide to leave it in the masculine singular form, or you can decide to add an E. That would be both considered correct. So as long as the subject is not specified, then you can go masculine or feminine. Elle with mourir. The answer is, so this is another rebel. So the past participle, you kind of have to just memorize it. Elles sont mortes. Okay, so we have our subject, present of être. Past participle for mourir is M-O-R-T. Our subject is feminine and plural, so we have to add the E for the feminine and the S for the plural. Elles sont mortes. Vous with aller. Okay, so the answer, vous êtes allé. Subject, present of être. Okay, make sure you spell this correctly. A lot of people still tend to misspell this. Aller will form the past participle by dropping the ER, replacing with accent aigu. We don't know who vous is. We don't know who you guys specifically is here, but we do know that you guys involves at least more than one person, so it is plural. So we at least have to have an S. If you decided to make it feminine plural by adding ES, great. Alice with venir. So another rebel here. And the answer is Alice est venue. So again, subject, present of être. Venir is a rebel, so its past participle is venu. And Alice is also a feminine subject and a singular subject. So we're going to go ahead and add that E to make sure that our past participle reflects the subject in gender and number. Luc et Marie with rester. All right, so here the answer, you have to ask yourself, if you were to replace Luc et Marie with a subject pronoun, what would it be? Okay, because we do have a boy and we have a girl. So remember, masculine wins. So it would be as if you're conjugating with il plural. All right, so Luc et Marie sont, because that's the form être would take with il plural. Rester, for my past participle by dropping the er, replacing with accent aigu, and we add an s because our subject is masculine plural. And les petites filles with naître. Okay, so naître, another rebel. Okay, so again, you have to ask yourself, if I was to replace les petites filles with a subject pronoun, what would it be? Okay, well, hopefully you remember that fille means girls. Okay, so, and it's plural, it's in the plural form, so therefore it would be like conjugating with elle plural. Les petites filles sont nées. So, sont is the form être would take with, if conjugated with elle plural. The verb naître, it's past participle, super irregular, right? So né, and because our subject is feminine plural, I added an E for the feminine part of it and an S for the plural part of it. So les petites filles sont nées. All right, and that's it for the practice. So hopefully you did okay. If you have any questions, feel free to give me, send me an email, send me a text. So this was just practice. You can just submit it, as just submit it. I'm not going to do a grade on this, but I will be taking grades on the other assignments that are posted. So make sure that you use your notes and always make sure to tell me if you have any questions.